one morning I came in and I went up to the door, and the door was a little bit ajar, and I was, for some reason, feeling kind of hesitant and like almost a tremor of fear, like, why was this door open? Because this door was never open. So I went up to the door and I pushed it just a little bit to look inside, not knowing what to expect, and I didn't see anything, but I suddenly heard, "Malati, come in, come in." It was Srila Prabhupada. He says, "Come in, we are watching TV." So I went in, and they were watching TV. He said, "We're going to watch them land on the moon." So I was supposed to be making breakfast, but I sat down with them, and we watched them land on the moon. And immediately Prabhupada turned it off afterwards, and he said, "They did not go." And then he looked at the television and he said, "This is an idiot box, and it has made idiots of us." And he indicated. Of course, that statement, "they did not go," became quite controversial. There were devotees, including his servant Purushottam, who cited that statement as reasons for their departure from devotional service. They could not accept Prabhupada's statement. And 2 years ago, I found a newspaper in West Virginia. It's not the most enlightened state, but they had a newspaper, and the headline of the newspaper was, "They did not go to the moon." And it was written by 2 former NASA scientists. NASA is the space agency that backed this moonshot. And in it, they showed the picture of the moon landing, and they started giving various evidence why they did not go to the moon so that an ordinary person could comprehend it. So, number one, when the spaceship would supposedly come down, because there was dust on the moon, there would have been a huge crater from the force of the landing of the ship. But in this picture, it was completely smooth, very, very nice surface. And there were no footprints from the spaceman. That was one. 2 was the way the shadows were of the spaceman standing there. They were in the wrong direction for the time of day that this picture, so-called, was taken. 3 was, if you looked in the back, you saw this metal apparatus that was holding a light. It was like a stage. And you could see it really clearly. Once you were informed about it, you could actually see there was this stage light holding the light. So like this, they were, just pointing out, and they defined the location as some test site in either Nevada or Arizona, some desert test site. And this is by the scientists. So Srila Prabhupada he needs no vindication, but for those people who doubted, he was certainly vindicated. So now I was always wondering if these people who left because of that statement are back now.
Je anilo premadana koruna prachu